Hi, I'm Chris Slogar. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and you can find me online at buckeyeinklings.com. I post even more ideas over there. I don't put everything on my YouTube channel. So if you'd like to see more projects and pictures, hop on over there. And also there's a link there to my online store, so certainly if you see anything of the products I'm using that you'd like to have, I would appreciate your support there. Okay, my little spring treat today is inspired by these really cute little Ghirardelli chocolates that I found in the grocery store this weekend. They're just these cute little bunny foil wrapped chocolates. So I wanted to make a little container to house them, a cute little folder for them, and this is very simply one strip of cardstock that's wrapped around with a hole for the chocolate. Okay, so let's get started on that. I've made it in a bunch of different colors. You saw there Peekaboo Peach and Flirty Flamingo. I love these spring colors that are in our In Color collection. And just to be a little different, we are going to do our sample today on the video in Sweet Sugar Plum. Okay, now the size of the rectangle that you use actually is 2 inches by 9.5 inches. And here's one that already has the hole cut, and it's scored at 1/2 inch, 1.5 inches, 2.5 inches, 3 inches, 6 inches, and 6.5 inches. Okay, so as I said, it's 2 inches wide, 9.5 inches long, but I know I want to make several of these out of the Sweet Sugar Plum, so I'm taking a 9.5 inch length of cardstock. It's 8.5 wide because that's how it comes, but I've cut it down to 9.5 inches, and I'm going to score all of these lines all the way through. And then I'm just going to cut off 2-inch widths to use to make several little treat holders. Okay, so I have that ready, and then I'm just going to take my trimmer and I'll just show you one. The score lines are running this way now if you can't see them, and I'm cutting off a 2-inch strip. So every 2-inch strip I cut will be already scored. Okay, so I'll put that aside to make the rest of them later, and I'll put my trimmer aside. And then what I need to create the hole is there are probably several shapes that you can use for this. I wanted to use something current, so I picked this little die from our Tags and Labels Framelits collection. I think there's probably some oval punches that you may have from the past that would be appropriate too. What you need to do is create that hole in the second section. Okay, so here's the first score line. That was 1/2 inch over, and then there's a section that's 1 inch wide. That is the second section, and you're going to put the framelit there, center it, and create that opening for the chocolate, just like so. Okay? So let me put this aside, because now all we need to do is fold this up and decorate it. So I've got my bone folder to burnish all of these edges nicely, all of these score lines. And you can kind of see this taking shape already. I'm going to apply that decoration for the front of the box before I have this assembled, and I just have a piece of the designer paper from the designer paper stack. This is cut at 1 5/8 by 2 5/8, and the Whisper White is 1 3/4 by 2 3/4. Okay, so I'm just going to attach those together and then attach it to the front of my treat. Okay, so that will be ready when we have this folded up and assembled. Okay, now if you remember, we're putting the treat in through that hole. We're going to have that section where the hole is cut at a diagonal. Okay, here's the side view, and you can kind of see this section is at a diagonal here. And what I'm going to do, I've got this opened up, going to put adhesive on that small 1/2 inch tab, and then what I found is you can eyeball this. You want the bottom to create like a square fold, a 90 degree fold there, and I found that if you place the top edge of this section 5/8 inch or so from the score line that it's going to be closest to here, that just works really well. So I'm just going to push that down. See, there's a score line here that's on the back of the treat holder, and I've got the top edge of my 2-inch strip 5/8 inch from that score line. Okay, so when that folds up, you can see here the top edge is 5/8 inch from that back top corner, and then you have that pocket created. This is like a nice square bottom, and the treat fits right in that opening. Okay, so we are pretty much done, and I wrapped it with, you could do like a little piece of adhesive or Velcro or something there. I like ribbon, so I'm just going to take 10 inches will be plenty of ribbon and tie a little bow. You can see this one was done actually in a knot, so let's just do a knot. That's easier and it takes less ribbon, so that's good. Plus this is just a little thing, so it doesn't need to be a massive bow here. Okay, so we've got that tied closed, and I've already created I love this little bunny from the Basket Bunch, so I've already created and cut out the bunny. I've colored in his ears and bow tie with Flirty Flamingo and Sweet Sugar Plum, and I've also created with the layering circles framelits. I hope you can see this is 2 layers. It's a small smooth circle backed by a scallop circle. So I'm just going to grab a dimensional and place that here, and another one for my bunny. Okay, and there we have it. Here, let me fix this one and get these colors. These colors, like I said, are just beautiful. Go together so nicely as spring colors. So there we have it. You could whip out a bunch of these so quickly. I hope you've enjoyed that. Again, visit me at buckeyeinklings.com for more ideas. Thanks for stopping by.